Well, good evening and welcome to the good ship Pip Pip, and we happen to be in Napa Valley, California this evening. It was unbelievable. We were able to bring the boat all the way up the Napa Valley, which is quite amazing considering the substantial width of the good ship Pip Pip. Anyway, here we are. In the back behind me you can see Atlas Peak, so we're sort of looking towards a northeast part of Napa, and that's where my good friends Henry and Olga Patland live, and they formed a winery that has now been producing wines for 13 years. This is their 13th vintage now, when I'm delighted to be here to taste their wines. Now, Henry has a rather interesting history. He and his wife Olga both came from Ukraine, and he's a bit of a nerdy type, and he invented a system that fits in almost every computer. I don't know exactly what it does because I don't really understand computers, but I think it tests the disk drive or something like that. And anyway, so Henry did extremely well, thank you very much, and he was able to, because of his love of wine, he founded this vineyard, Patland Estate Vineyards, and we're going to taste through these four lovely wines. They have a beautiful home, or they had a beautiful home up on Atlas Peak, and in 2017, unfortunately, it burned down. They were at the very heart of the big fire up in Napa, but they're going to rebuild. In fact, they just broke ground. So, sadly, he lost 2 Ferraris and a Ford GT40 in that fire. But anyway, let's move on. But before we do that, let's just talk about the coffee that you see here that I just freshly brewed. Patland Estate is partnering with a company called Impact Coffee, and this is from Uganda. It's all sustainably produced, and for every bottle or order that you place, which does include a 15% discount and free shipping, they will donate a pound of coffee to those hardworking doctors and nurses in the front line at hospitals all around the Bay Area. Plus, you will get 8 ounces of coffee with your order, even if you order 1 bottle. Anyway, so let's taste this non-vintage Brut sparkling wine, which is 100% Chardonnay. The bubbles in this are absolutely exquisite. I don't know if you can see that because they're so tiny and small, but there's a lovely green apple and almost melony quality to this. This is absolutely delicious, very dry and really exquisite. I'm going to enjoy that later because it'll still be nice and chilled. Now, the next wine is called the Lilla in Fiore, and I'm not quite sure what that means actually. This is the 2018 rosé, and we're going to pour a little bit of this, and this is 52% Tempranillo and 48% Syrah, and this is from the Stagecoach Vineyard up in Napa. Stagecoach is a very famous vineyard, and the winemaker for the Patland Estates is named J. Buonocristiani, and he's very well known up in Napa. Got a lot of respect for what he does. So I love the color. First of all, this is really beautiful. I love rosé in the summer. A little bit of strawberry and almost rose petally. Lovely bone dry finish. That little bit of almost watermelon, very stemmy quality to it, almost woody. It's really rather delicious. So I say pip pip to this, absolutely. Now we're going into the 2017 proprietary red. Now look at that label, isn't that really lovely design? So this is quite complicated, so listen carefully. This is 52% Cabernet, 24% Syrah, 14% Petit Verdot, and 10% Malbec. And this is all from the Stagecoach and Viking Vineyards up in Napa. And my goodness, that's a dark wine, and that aroma just matches the color, very dark blueberry, blackberry, I'm getting a little bit of tannin on that. Absolutely, this is just, really a solid fruity wine. My friend Michael Patland, who is the oldest son in the family and is their marketing director, tells me that the reason that they're pairing this is because wine goes very well with coffee and vice versa. So let's just see. There's a lovely almost sort of berry and vanilla quality to this, but not the vanilla that you would normally get in vanilla coffee. That does match rather nicely, I have to say. So I say pip pip to the proprietary red. So just remember, 15% discount and free shipping. That's pretty darn good, I would say. So now we are going to 2015 Douro, which means of gold. And this is a dessert wine, a port style wine. So this is, let me have a look at my notes here, because this is 100% Petite Syrah from Stagecoach Vineyards, with a little bit of Saint-Germain Alambic distilled brandy. Now they add that in just to stabilize the wine when it was traveling between Portugal and England. That's the way the story goes. Anyway, but it also gives a little bit more alcohol. This is absolutely delicious nose. I get, not because I've had coffee, but it's got a little sort of coffee berry and Earl Grey almost. Definitely some blackberry and dark berry fruits. Now I get orange, almost like a burnt orange zest on that, and marmalade, jam. How absolutely fabulous. So, if you visit patlandvineyards.com and mention Pip Pip, they'll give you a 15% discount, and the shipping is free. And you'll get 8 ounces of this stunning impact coffee, and more important, 1 pound of coffee goes to the doctors and nurses at hospitals all around the greater Bay Area. Now, I think just based upon that, that's good enough merit for me. So, from Napa Valley and the Patland Estate Vineyards, Pip Pip!